Hey friends, welcome back to Beer and Beauty. It's Kasha. Today we're drinking Fresh Patch Pumpkin Ale from Wormtown Brewing Company. Wormtown Brewing Company is local for me. I'm from Massachusetts and Wormtown is located in Worcester, Mass. So I've been to their brewery. It's really nice. And even though it's December, it's Vlogmas, having a pumpkin ale just really kind of brings me back into the fall vibes. It is technically still fall until, you know, the winter solstice. So, cheers to that. Let's give her a taste. It is really good. And yeah, like I said, it definitely gives you those fall vibes. I'd like it to be a little bit hoppier, but you know, that's just me. For those of you that just like your pumpkin beers to be a little bit more lagery, a little bit deeper, then you probably like it the way it is, so cheers to that. Today's video I'm shooting for you is going to be my nighttime skincare routine. I'm getting pretty sleepy, it's getting to be late, so I'm pretty excited to take off my lashes and clean my face and show you guys all the products that I use to get there. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first step to doing that is going to be removing my eyelashes. So because I like to reuse my eyelashes, I kind of peel them off, and I just peel very gently and from the outside in. I try to be careful as to not pull out any of my natural lashes, but yeah. Try to carefully peel from the outside in. Oh wow, those were really on there, not gonna lie. Yeah, that is step number one, is taking off the eyelashes. I don't know, maybe next time, because I use the Juba lash glue, I think next time I might actually try to use the micellar water on a Q-tip trick, because these are lily lashes, they're pretty expensive, so I do want to be able to reuse them, but yeah. Took off my lashes, and next up I just want to throw up my hair. And I'm using my silk scrunchie because it doesn't snag at my hair quite as much, and obviously the reason I put up my hair is to kind of have my hair out of the way while I wash my face. So that is step one. So the next step is I'm gonna go in to remove my makeup, and what I'm using today is a gift that I got from my boyfriend for Christmas last year, and I'm just kind of trying to use this up, but any like balm cleanser will do, or even an oil cleanser, but I like to do the double cleanse system. And what I do with the balm cleanser is that I just dispense like a generous amount into my hand like that, rub it into my dry skin, and I just kind of rub it all over like so, and I gently try to get all into my lashes, basically everywhere, all around my face. And what this does, it just loosens up the makeup. A lot of makeup is more oil-based rather than water-based, so just soap and water won't come off as easily as something that's more oil-based. You know, oil removes oil. So that is the idea here. I find that a lot of times just this doesn't remove my makeup fully, just rubbing it in. So I just kind of try to leave it on for like about 30 seconds before I add water to it. You can probably tell that the makeup is moving around quite a bit at this point. This balm cleanser works especially well for face makeup. It doesn't work nearly as well for eye makeup, but something that's interesting about this particular cleanser is when you add a little water to it, it turns into a milk cleanser. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the bathroom, splash some water on, and do my second cleanse. So, BRB. Okay, so I just splashed my face to rinse off all that goo, all that balm cleanser. I just ate a piece of chocolate, so my mouth is a little sticky. But as I mentioned, as I was rubbing it in, that it's not really particularly that good at removing eye makeup. As you can tell, there's still a little bit of eye makeup on my face. Sometimes I'll use an eye makeup remover, But I am trying to use up this bottle of Bioderma, and I'm pretty low down on there, so I haven't done my second cleanse yet because I wanted to remove my eye makeup first. So I'm just putting a little bit of this micellar water, but this Bioderma micellar water into a cotton pad, and I'm gently pressing that into my eye area, and that will help loosen up that makeup very gently. You don't want to tug too much around the eye area because that area is so sensitive. Just gently moving it around. Yeah, I'm wearing the Makeup Forever Aqua XL, so it's a little bit more stubborn than other eye makeups I've tried to remove. I might try to do that a second time. Something that's nice about micellar water is that it's not irritating to have it near your eyes like this. Like the fragrance from the Glam Glow Balm Cleanser is a little bit irritating on the eyes, but the micellar water is not. So in a way, this is kind of like a triple cleanse, because you can use micellar water to remove all of your makeup. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to hit up another cotton pad, add a little bit more of my Bioderma to that, and I kind of use a generous amount and really try to lay it on there. Okay, so here's what I'm realizing is going on is my eyelash glue is what's really staying in my eyes so badly. So I am gonna actually pursue an actual eye makeup remover, and I think that will help remove the eyelash glue. So the one I have right now is the Lancome Bifacial. I just have this little mini, but honestly, the mini is fine for me because I don't always have to use this. Like I said, it's only for when my eye makeup is particularly stubborn do I need to use the bifacial. Okay, so that finally worked, and while we're here and we still have the micellar water out, and since I wore a pretty full face of makeup today and I'm not going to take a shower tonight, I am going in around my hairline and I am taking off as much makeup as possible. And even though I washed it pretty well, a lot of makeup is still coming up on my little micellar water. And normally I would use the Shiseido facial cottons, but I ran out of them, as you could probably see in my last empties video. And I'm just kind of trying to use up whatever cotton rounds I have right now before I repurchase any cotton rounds. But yeah, now we're nice and clean. And now I'm gonna do my second cleanse. So I'll be right back. I have to go to the sink for that. Okay, so I just washed my face with my second cleanse, and what I used as my second cleanse was this PTR, or Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. And this is a nice little cleansing gel because it's got not a BHA or an AHA, but like a third type of chemical exfoliant. And it's very gentle. It's made my skin super like baby soft and smooth, which is really nice. And at this point, sometimes I like to do a mask, and I'm kind of trying to use up this little guy right here. And I feel like it'd be a fun one to have on camera. I probably won't be repurchasing this after I get it, but even though I do feel like it does firm. So this is the Glam Glow Gravity Mud Firming Treatment Mask, and it's the blue one. So I feel like it would be really fun to have on camera. It is a beautiful little blue color, isn't it? My hands are clean, so I'm just using my finger to spread it all on. And with peel-off masks, because this is a peel-off mask, I find that it kind of helps to put it on kind of generously, because when it dries up, it's easier to peel off. It doesn't snag on tiny little areas, which I think is important. I feel like I will use up the rest of this little tube today. I definitely feel like I have lots of wrinkles up in my forehead, so I definitely want to put some on my forehead. Where else am I in need of firming? Probably my cheeks. I get a little bit of sagging and such over here. Got my smile lines, so that area is good. But you don't want to get it too close to your eyes because that area is so thin. I wouldn't recommend having that kind of pulling that a peel-off mask creates too close to the eyes. I'm gonna get my hairs out of the way. But don't I look cute? Maybe I'll even shoot the thumbnail. So I probably got it a little bit too close to my eyes as it is. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that on and let it dry. And I'm probably gonna hop off for a second and I'm gonna do a couple thumbnail shots. And then I'll be right back. Also, something I want to mention is with these types of masks, the areas around your lips don't have any oil glands, so I probably got it too close to my lips too. Okay, so this mask, I think it's almost ready to come off. So I'm going to start by peeling it off. Okay, so as always happens with these masks, a bunch of little pieces of blue all over my face, so now I have to go wash this a second time. So yeah, as of yet, my skin is totally cleansed, and I feel like that mask does make it a little bit tighter, but I won't be repurchasing it just because I feel like I'm getting too old for peel-off masks. Even though that's supposed to be like a tightening mask, and I definitely feel like it is tightening. I feel like the pulling and the stretching is not good for aging skin. As you saw in the thumbnail and you saw just now, it's pretty and my skin feels super soft. So, next step is, well, I don't feel like, since I used all that micellar water earlier, I don't feel like I need to tone or anything like that. So, I'm gonna go right into essences. So I suppose I will start with like a mist. This is just the one that I have right now. This is the Mario Badescu. She'll spray with aloe and chamomile and lavender. I feel like, oh, actually that might be nice because it's chamomile and lavenders are obviously like soothing ingredients. Let that sit on my skin. And I also, while it's still a little bit wet, I will add this CosRx hyaluronic acid essence as well. What this does is just add that first layer of hydration, and anything that you put on top of this product will sink in a little bit deeper too. And I haven't done a chemical exfoliant in a while, so I think today I will use my Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. So yeah, this goes underneath your moisturizer. And I'm just rubbing that all over my face. Ooh, I can feel it tingle a little bit. And I put it down all over down my neck as well. And just kind of give myself a little bit of a face massage. Because you can't forget the neck, because your neck shows signs of aging first. As a matter of fact, I feel like when you look at my face, you probably think I'm like my late teens, early 20s, but when you look at my neck, you're just like actually probably late 20s, early 30s, right? That tracks. And next up, I got this like eye serum from Italia, free with like a Hot Shop Hush purchase a while ago. So I've just kind of been using it up, and lately it's actually been kind of fun to use, but I just put this stuff all over my, it's like a little roll-on of this like cooling eye serum. And I put it all over my orbital bone here. Just on the outside of my eyes. Right now I'm trying to use up, this is another eye serum, but that's okay. Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum. So that I'm going to put on my ring finger and I just pump it out. It's nice to have eye creams that are in a pump. That keeps them nice and sanitary. And again, I put that all over my orbital bone. And I use my ring finger because that's the weakest one. So that's going to be the most gentlest on your eyes. I am prone to break out with psoriasis right around this area of my eyelid. So even though for most people, I feel like you could just leave the eye serum, your eye creams on your orbital bone. And I put it right in my eyebrows too. because I suffer from that dryness, I put it a little bit on my eyelids. I just try to be very gentle. This is actually this is called a Mineral Fusion Leave-On Mask. It's from the brand Naturally Good For You. This is the De-Stress leave-on mask with botanical hyaluronic acid, ocean minerals, spirulina, shea butter, and vitamin B5. This is a pretty affordable moisturizer, and I'm going to use this as my moisturizer today. Lovely and green. Smells really fresh and like the sea. Like it's got like a seaweed or something kind of scent. Maybe that's the spirulina. But this is like super moisturizing. And I think that tube is like $15 at Ulta. Something is happening right here. I feel like I'm breaking out in like eczema or something like that. If anybody has anything they can recommend for eczema on your face, let me know. I feel like on a different day, because I change up my skincare routine every day, I feel like on a different day I'd like to use some sort of pH balancing routine. But today I'm just kind of intuitively picking some stuff to put on my face. And I try not to mix things that shouldn't go together, such as like vitamin C with retinol, or too many types of chemical exfoliants. Although I had a chemical exfoliant in my cleanser and in my serum, the one in my cleanser is very low. So, but yeah, I definitely feel like this moisturizer, even though it's like a leave-on mask, it's supposed to be a little bit heavier. For me, a lot of my moisturizers kind of feel like this. They're usually a little bit on the heavier side. So to me, it's actually kind of lightweight feeling. It absorbs into the skin really nicely. I just rub it all over my neck and everything. And yeah, this is one of the few things that, I think this is my last like full-size moisturizer that I have in my collection, so I gotta use it up. Maybe I'll even use it up before the end of the month. We'll see. And now the last thing that I end my skincare routine with is an oil. So, I don't know. For a lot of people, I think just that leave-on mask will be enough, but I actually feel a little dry. I feel like I could use a little bit more moisture. So I'm gonna top it off with an oil, and I think I'm gonna use this one from Brush Beauty Balm. I got this oil at Ebates. This is their, Estrella face oil. Looks like this. The ingredients are very like moisturizing and awesome. It's got jojoba oil, prickly pear oil, squalene oil, and cold pressed grapefruit oil. And I think all of those are organic. So, because I always put it on top of chemical exfoliants, but sometimes I feel like it peels. So I'm just gonna drop it in all the quadrants of my face. I try to get one on each cheek, on my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin. And that's a generous amount of oil. Most people could probably use less, but I'm pretty dry, so. And then I just massage that all over the face. Yeah, that actually doesn't feel like enough for me. But yeah, sometimes when I rub this in, my skin starts to peel, but I think that's probably because of whatever is on underneath it. And this just kind of sinks into the skin really nicely. It actually has a similar texture to the Drunk Elephant Marula oil, but it is not a dupe for that. It's like a different type of moisturizing. But yeah, be careful not to touch it. The whole idea of the dropper is to be able to dispense it in a hygienic way. And if you're touching it to your face, then that makes it a whole lot less hygienic. So do the hygienic thing and try not to touch your face with the dropper. I am now shiny and moisturized, and I've done my skincare routine, which is really kind of relaxing. I love the smells and the textures and rubbing my face and giving it a little bit of a massage. I feel like that chemical exfoliator is really working. Like, I feel the tingle. That is my PM skincare routine. Like I said, I switch it up a lot, but this is what I did this particular night. Yeah, I tend to use a different moisturizer, different serum, different oil every night, depending on what my skin is feeling like. Oils and serums I tend to switch out the most, but I tend to switch out my moisturizer every 2 weeks. Like, I probably have 2 moisturizers at a time that I will switch around between depending on what the other ingredients I'm using that day are. but I'll use like 2 different moisturizers concurrently. My essences and my toner is usually the same. And yeah, I hope to do another like skincare video sometime soon, maybe in January, just because I feel like because my skincare routine changes so often, I like to update you guys, because next time you see me doing a PM skincare routine, it's going to be different products, totally different products. But the format is always the same. This is the format I generally always do. I start by removing my makeup. Usually I do a double cleanse. I'll start with a balm cleanser, follow up with like a gel or water-based cleanser. Then I will sometimes tone before I do a mask, and then sometimes I'll do a mask, and then after I finish doing the mask I might wash my face one more time. And then I will do a face mist, followed by an essence, followed by a serum, followed by a moisturizer, followed by my, well, first my eye cream and then my moisturizer, and then top it all off with a serum. And that is my skincare routine. So, if you like watching skincare routine videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell. I definitely have a few skincare routine videos up already. I hope to do a lot more because my skincare routine is constantly evolving, so if you like those, then definitely tune into that. So subscribe and hit the bell if you like Vlogmas. This is a Vlogmas video. And yeah, my merch is down below. If you'd like to custom order any t-shirts, my email is down below. You can contact me. And yeah, that is it for now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. And until next time, cheers. Bye! And I'm just using my silk scrunchie because it's... Jesus Christ, stop. Too much. So if you'd like me if you like watching